Today's video is sponsored in part by Vendoo. Hi everyone, and welcome back to another video. Today I'm really excited to share with you 13 sales that I had over 13 days that were $50 or more. So these are going to span from October 3rd to October 15th between Poshmark and eBay. Stick around, I have a lot of great information to share with you. Everybody, welcome back to Lori's Boston Found. My name is Lori. I am a reseller on Poshmark and on eBay, and occasionally I like to share my sales with you. So today I thought I would go over some of my more exciting sales, my sales that were $50 or more. And I just looked over the course of 13 days and I came up with 13 sales. So that sounded like a fun title, so we're gonna go with that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to screen share for most of this video so I can share with you the detail. I will share with you my cost of goods and any information that I think will be helpful about the pieces as we go through. All right, let's jump right into it. So I sold these Levi's Ribcage straight faded black jeans in a size 24. This is the only item I believe in this whole haul that is new with tags. I purchased these for $14, either at TJ Maxx, but I think it was Burlington. The Ribcage jeans are one of my favorite styles to sell from Levi's. These were a size 24, so I wasn't sure how long they would hang out before they sold. But yeah, it wasn't too long. I think I purchased these jeans when my friend Ryan was visiting, and I believe I picked these up in Connecticut. So I was very excited for this sale. Jeans make an appearance, I think, 3 times in my over 50. So next up, I just shared these on my Instagram story. I was obsessed with these shoes. I bought these at my favorite store outside of Boston, and I paid $5 for them sometime in like May or June. These are Clarks, and Clarks aren't always a brand that I will pick up. Although I've sold plenty, I do love Clarks. It just has to be the right style. And I loved these. They have like this bronze edging here, which are so adorable, but I knew it was going to take a special buyer. When I looked at the comps, they were really encouraging and I loved them. I walked by them several times and finally went back. These were a full price sale for $60. They're the Clarks Ellis May black leather wool Mary Jane heel. I tried to get as many keywords as I can in my title there. But this is all wool right here, and they have this really interesting detail, the black leather, the stacked heel, that's just all so wonderful. I love these, so I hope whoever bought them loved them. And I also put pinup style, retro vibe as some more keywords. Sorry for this like light I have going on right here. All right, let's move on to our next sale. This was very exciting. This Lululemon Savasana Soft Shell 2 black / camp check black soot light medium. Oh my gosh, I love that I can use up to 80 characters now in my title for Poshmark. That's like one of my favorite new features. This was in the men's department at Savers. At the beginning of last week, I picked it up and it was priced at $14.99 and I had a 20% off coupon. So I paid $12 for this. I had it priced at $249. I sent out offers for $199 with free shipping and somebody countered at $160. I could have held out for sure. I was the only one listed on Poshmark. I've shifted my mentality these days and I'm really just trying to move through product. So I'm trying my best not to be greedy. I probably could have sat on this for a little while longer and maybe sold it for $200, but that's okay. For a $12 investment, the $160 return was great. So Poshmark would have taken how much? 20 and then 6 times 2 is 12. So $32. And then you subtract the 14 that I paid or the 12 that I paid, and the rest was my profit. So this was the highest selling item in these 13 days. So I was very excited about that. It took less than a week to sell. Next up is this Christian Dior Monsieur robe, paisley, kimono silk. This took a long time to steam, but it was worth it. I paid $10 for this at a shop in Salem, which hasn't even been released, my video for that. I'm going to do a Thrift Across New England installment to Salem, Mass. Since it's October, I thought that would be a really fun spot to visit. And I picked up this robe. At this store, I paid up for most of my items and I paid $10. I had it priced at $90. Somebody offered me 50. I countered with 80. They came back at 75 and I accepted, and this sold in just one day. And when I initially bought it, I was concerned because I didn't think it had the belt. And then when I went to steam it, the belt was tucked inside the pocket, which I know brought the value up. So great sale. All right, next up, we have more jeans. These are some Madewell high-rise curvy Cali demi boot cropped raw hem black jeans in a 32 petite. 32 is a fantastic size. I also got this in my favorite thrift store outside of Boston. At this store, they charge $6.95, I believe, for jeans. And this was the first thing I found when I got to the store that day. And I had a feeling it was going to be a good day. They had this raw hem going on, really stylish. What's interesting is that all of the jeans, I believe all of the jeans that you're going to see today were a crop, and they all sold for over 50. So these were super cute. I did incorporate some stock photos, which you need to use at your own risk. I'm definitely much more cautious about stock photos on eBay than I am on Poshmark. They seem to be a widely used thing, but definitely use at your discretion. But yeah, so $50 on these. I just want to give you an idea of what my descriptions look like. I give the waist, the rise, the inseam. I just say great condition. I probably could say no stains or tears or anything. And I give some information, but here I actually just took a screenshot of the description on the website for Madewell, and I used that as part of my description. But these were a good sale. And gosh, this is probably just from a haul from a couple of weeks ago. So these sold fairly quickly as well. Next up is this DKNY large quilted leather tote bag with chain strap. I picked this up at the Goodwill outlet in New Hampshire. I think I got this the same day that I found the Salvatore Ferragamo bags. I've got some really good bags that day. It totally gives me Chanel vibes. And the quality of this was just beautiful. I had this listed at $68. I decided to list it a little high when I saw what great condition it was in. Although I only got a 4-star review on this, and I'm not sure why. Soft leather quilted tote, great condition. I don't know if I missed some wear. I'm looking at all of these pictures. I wonder if there was any corner wear. I don't know. It seems like this was in really great shape. I'm not sure why this was just a 4-star rating, but hopefully the person enjoys it. All right, next up, another pair of jeans. Here we go. Madewell, again, the Madewell Slim Wide Leg Crop, again, in a size 25. So I had two very small sizes, 24 and 25, and then a size 32 that sold. These sit above the hip, fitted through the hip and thigh with a wide leg. These, I believe I only paid $5 for. Can't remember where I got these. Yeah, denim is just such a hot thing to sell in the fall for back to school. It's just synonymous with fall fashion. So yeah, and I love my Madewells that are high rise. So that was a great sale as well. So 3 jeans in the 50 and above category. Next up, I don't even want to pronounce this, but this is a French brand. And I actually recorded the pronunciation in my last video and included it. I also got this at my favorite store. That's why I keep going back. I find some really great things at my little honey hole. This brand I had purchased before, and I kind of got burnt on the sale of it. But I wanted to give this style a chance because it was men's. It was a shacket. It was so soft. It was made out of wool. It was in beautiful condition. And this was an outright sale. I think I priced it a little more conservatively because I had such a hard time moving my first piece from this brand, but then this sold for full price. So this was not even an offer. Somebody just bought it outright and it was beautiful. Not much to see because it was a very deep navy, but extremely soft. It was a size large. This is also men's, also vintage there, made in Hong Kong. Wow. I would have never guessed that this was vintage because it was like brand new. So anyways, another $50 sale. We have 2 more from Poshmark, and then the last 3 sales are from eBay. These Lululemon gray aligned cropped leggings I picked up at the bins, and you know these are super lightweight, so this was an amazing flip. These sold for $55. I probably should have been checking all this. So my Poshmark fee was $11 and my earnings were $44 and I paid about $1.50 for these. So these hunter boots, again, I got at my store, paid $5 for these. You can see that there's a little bit of discoloration, which I was sure to include in my photos. You can sometimes get this out. Some people say that you can use olive oil. I heard that that is not good to use. And I believe it was on the Hunter website, but don't quote me on that. There are different ways that you can get that like powdery look off. These were in size 11. So after Poshmark fees, they would have taken 20%, which is $10. I would have been left with 40 and I paid $5. So a $35 profit on these boots, and I was really happy about that. All right, 3 sales on eBay, and this portion of the video is sponsored by Vendoo. I just want to talk a little bit about Vendoo because I have made a real push this month to cross-list, and I have had some really exciting success with it all. These 3 items that I'm going to share with you were all cross-posted. I started on October 1st. My goal has been to cross-post using Vendoo 7 items a day. I haven't quite hit that goal. I've probably averaged about 4 items per day on average, and the sales have been fantastic. So I will go over the 3 sales that I made that were over $50, and then we can talk a little bit about some other sales. So all of the items that I had here were already in my drafts on Vendoo, and all I did was cross-post them. So I have the drafts here, but if I look at active, anything that has eBay next to it, I have cross-posted. And I love using Vendoo as my hub because it just keeps things in order for me. I'm not the most organized person, so I really rely on my little interface here from Vendoo to just keep things straight for me. So I can at a glance look and see, like, these flax overalls are listed on Poshmark, but they haven't been cross-posted yet to eBay. But all of these items have been cross-posted. And once they sell, like this Lululemon jacket has already sold. So I'm going to go in here and go into Poshmark and mark it as sold because it's sold on that platform. You can see what I listed it for at $249. It sold for $160, and I have my cost right here, $9. Oh, I thought that was more expensive. I guess it was only $9. I thought it was $12. And I'm going to mark it as sold. I don't have to go into eBay manually and delist it. So this relist delist is an add-on feature. If you're interested in trying out Vendoo, I do have an affiliate link in my bio. You can click it and you can save 20 or 25% off your first month of service with Vendoo. And you can customize how many listings you want to purchase per month, but I know myself, and for me, I just didn't do this on my own. So you can absolutely cross-post without a cross-posting system. I just want to say that. But this makes my life so much easier, and I'm able to look in here and get an idea at a glance what things are selling for and what platform they're selling on. I'm so proud of myself for cross-posting all of these. So these things right here, these Vans, I only posted on Poshmark. I have to get those over. This Stetson hat, I listed on Poshmark and it sold before I could cross-post it to eBay, but I'm going to go ahead in here and still mark it as sold. And I received an offer for $40. I picked that up at the bins. So now see how it's marked as sold. So now when I go back into my inventory, I just check this daily and I do everything right here. If you guys are interested, definitely check out the link in my description. Feel free to ask any questions here in the comments about Vendoo and I can hopefully answer for you. At the end of this video, I'm going to share not only the 3 sales that were above 50, but just the totals. I'm just going to show you at a glance on eBay what has sold since I started listing at the start of this month. And honestly, that is just money I would not have if I wasn't cross-posting. Let's get back into sales. This Alice and Olivia oversized alpaca silk sweater, this had been listed forever on Poshmark. Finally got it cross-posted over to eBay. It sold for $55. This was so exciting for me. This top I found again in the men's section in like loungewear. My husband and I stopped in that great town, Hudson, New York. I did a video from that area. This was at a Salvation Army outside of Hudson on our way there. I paid $7 for this. The brand is Alicia Adams Alpaca. And as soon as I saw alpaca in the title, I knew I had to investigate. And if you go to this website, it's a New York-based small business. These tops and her pieces go for $300 plus, $300, $400, $500, no exaggeration. I don't think it's a very well-known brand, but I definitely think New Yorkers know it. It did sell to somebody in Manhattan. I had it listed for $149. I paid $7, and I accepted an offer for $110. And I was just thrilled with this sale because I'd never heard of this brand. You guys know how I love to research and learn about different brands. So I was super excited that I, A, found this in the men's department, B, looked it up and saw that the comps were fantastic and the quality was gorgeous, C, trusted my gut to price it high, and then D, sold it for over $100 on eBay because I cross-listed it. So I was super excited about this sale. It's one of my favorites. It's not my highest sale, but it is definitely one of my favorite sales that I'm featuring in this video. All right, and last but certainly not least, I sold these. I need to move my face over for this one. I sold these Studio 54 vintage tapered pleated high-rise jeans from the 1970s. They were in a size 28. My girlfriend Kim, who has been in a few of my videos, who is like my bins buddy, and we go to Savers together all the time. She's one of my favorite thrifting friends. She gave these to me. Thank you, Kim. I owe you lunch. I owe you a trip to the bins, something. She was cleaning out her aunt's closet and came across these jeans and thought these are probably special, and she gave them to me. I had them listed for $175. I've gotten a few offers on these. At first, I received an offer for $145, and before I could accept it, the person retracted the offer and said they submitted the wrong amount. So I lost that sale, but it came almost immediately. So it was one of those moments where I thought, did I price these too low? Then I received a $100 offer shortly after that, which I countered $150. Then I was ghosted. And now I'm thinking, oh my gosh, did I price these too high? You know, it messes with you when you get offers and they don't pan out. Got another offer for $75. Obviously that was way too low. But anyways, then they sat for a while and I was really starting to second guess myself. Somebody messaged me and just said, what is the best you can do on these? So I believe I sent them a message and said, I can do 145 from the 175, because that 145 was like my initial offer. They said, how about 125 with free shipping? Shipping was only $5.99. So I said, I can do 125 with shipping. They agreed and they purchased them. So these were actually missing 2 buttons. So they're pleated there, you can see. I loved this advertisement. It says, now everybody can get into Studio 54. I found this online and I thought it was just fantastic. So I included that in the listing. And then I did disclose that it was missing 2 buttons. You can see right here. But they sold for $125, $5.99 shipping, and those went off to New York as well. I'm not surprised that these sold during this month. I don't know. They're kind of retro. Maybe somebody is going to do like Studio 54 for Halloween. I don't know. They're phenomenal jeans. Kim, thank you so much for those jeans. That was such an exciting sale. I just want to quickly shift gears. I want to show you on eBay some of my other sales. So in the past 31 days, I've had $626.83 in sales. And if you look over here, this is the month of September. I had no sales. So this is like September 20th. So I'm assuming over here is earlier that week. I was really just not cross-posting and it showed. And then finally I started listing and I immediately got a sale on October 3rd and then October 7th. And now you can see that my sales are coming in much more consistently since I started listing consistently. This is a silk blouse that sold for $30. This is a desigual scarf that I just featured. These are both from the bins and both sold for $30. And I picked those up just recently at the bins and they both sold. Oh gosh, I totally forgot to feature these CP shades. This did not sell for $98. These sold for $78. I sent offers out. This was past the 13 days, so I didn't include this. I can't stress enough how much I love to sell this brand. See how unassuming this label is? it fades into the background. These were priced at, I believe, $2.99 at Savers. I've also picked up a pair at the bins that sold for $63. These were an extra large, so I had them priced at $98. These retail for $200, sometimes over $200. So I priced them at $98. Somebody liked them, and I sent an offer out for 20% off with discounted shipping. So it was like not discounted shipping. I'm sorry. This is eBay. It was $6.99 standard shipping. They are not like that exciting when you see them, but they're linen, they're made in the USA, and people love their CP shades. So these are a wide leg, again, another cropped pair of pants. That was very exciting, but that was outside of the 13 days. So I didn't feature that. If I go over here, you can just see when these sales were made. October 16th, those were two $30 sales. That was $78 on the CP shades. I got this Bowden jacket also at the bins. That sold for $30. Those were all from a very recent haul. So those were all recently listed. These SAS brown leather shoes, that was from my estate sale. This was nothing I expected to sell on Poshmark. These I may have only listed on eBay, and those sold for $40. I listed them for $55. Of course, the Alicia Adams alpaca sold for $110. The Studio 54, $125. Alice and Olivia sweater, and then my first sale of the month. So I've definitely picked up the pace, and I hopefully will continue to do so. All right, the sun is coming down. I just wanted to say thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Be sure to click the link in my description if you would like to check out Vendoo and save some money for your first month of service. Let me know what your best sale has been in the past 13 days. And also leave in the comments if there's any other type of what sold video you would like to see on my channel. I am going to finish my coffee. Shameless plug. The sun is really in my face right now. It's time to sign off. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to give this a thumbs up. Click subscribe if you would like to see more from me, and I appreciate you guys so much. All right, this lighting is getting crazy. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.